Samantha May Kerr, widely known as Sam Kerr, is one of the greatest footballers of her generation and a trailblazer for women's soccer on the international stage, admired for her natural athleticism, prolific goal-scoring ability, and charismatic leadership both on and off the pitch. Born on September 10, 1993, in East Fremantle, Western Australia, Kerr grew up in a sporting family with deep ties to Australian rules football, which heavily influenced her childhood. Her father, Roger Kerr, played professional football, and her older brother, Daniel Kerr, became a star in the Australian Football League with the West Coast Eagles. Initially, Sam herself was a passionate Australian rules football player, displaying toughness and raw talent from a young age. However, due to the limited pathways for girls in AFL at the time, she switched her focus to soccer at the age of 12, despite not being instantly comfortable with the game. Her early years in soccer were marked by determination and resilience, as she had to adapt to a new sport, learn technical skills, and build her confidence while competing with players who had been playing since early childhood. Yet, within a few short years, her natural speed, agility, and competitiveness shone through, and by the age of 15, she had already made her professional debut for Perth Glory in the Australian W League, setting the stage for an extraordinary career. Kerr's rapid rise caught the attention of national selectors, and at just 15, she earned her first cap for the Matildas, Australia's women's national team, in 2009 against Italy. Her youth, energy, and fearlessness were impossible to overlook, and she quickly established herself as one of the most promising talents in international football. By 2010, she was part of the Matildas squad that won the AFC Women's Asian Cup, an early glimpse of the winning mentality that would define her career. Despite battling injuries in her teenage years, including a serious knee injury in 2011, Kerr's determination and love for the game carried her through setbacks, reinforcing her reputation as one of the toughest competitors in the sport. Over the next few years, she built a name for herself in the W League with Perth Glory, where her dazzling runs, explosive pace, and aerial prowess made her a nightmare for defenders. Her ability to time runs perfectly, and her instinct for goal scoring began to mark her as a generational talent. Kerr's club career has taken her across the globe, cementing her reputation as one of the best forwards in women's football. After her early years with Perth Glory, she spent time in the United States with the Western New York Flash in the National Women's Soccer League (NWSL), where she helped the team win the 2013 NWSL Championship. She later joined Sky Blue FC, where she blossomed into one of the most dominant attackers in the league. In 2017, Kerr set a record for the most goals scored in a single NWSL season and became the first player in the league's history to score back-to-back hat-tricks. Her sensational performances earned her the NWSL Most Valuable Player Award and propelled her into international stardom. She later returned to Perth Glory for another successful stint, leading them to the W League Grand Final in 2019, while continuing to dominate scoring charts in both leagues simultaneously. In November 2019, Kerr made a high-profile move to Chelsea FC Women in England's FA Women's Super League, WSL, signing a landmark deal that reflected her global stature. At Chelsea, she immediately became the focal point of the attack and formed a lethal partnership with players such as Fran Kirby. Kerr's arrival elevated Chelsea to new heights, as her goals and leadership drove the club to domestic dominance. She helped Chelsea win multiple WSL titles, FA Cups, and League Cups, becoming the league's top scorer multiple times and consistently delivering in big matches. Her knack for scoring crucial goals in finals and high-pressure games earned her recognition as one of the most clutch players in world football. Her bicycle kick goal in the 2021 FA Cup final against Arsenal became an iconic moment, showcasing her flair, creativity, and big-game temperament. Kerr's success in Europe solidified her reputation as not just Australia's finest footballer, but one of the best in the world. On the international stage, Kerr's impact with the Matildas has been equally transformative. She has represented Australia at multiple FIFA Women's World Cups, including the 2011, 2015, 2019, and 2023 editions, and became the national team's all-time leading scorer across both men's and women's programs. Known for her fierce competitiveness and passion for the green and gold jersey, she captained the Matildas during some of their most successful campaigns, including their historic run to the semi-finals of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, where Australia narrowly missed out on a medal. At the 2019 World Cup in France, she made history by becoming the first Australian player to score a hat-trick at a World Cup, achieving the feat against Jamaica. Her leadership was on full display at the 2023 Women's World Cup co-hosted by Australia and New Zealand, where despite battling a calf injury, she inspired her nation with a stunning long-range goal against England in the semi-final. Though the Matildas finished fourth, Kerr's performances further cemented her as the face of Australian football and a global ambassador for the women's game. Off the pitch, Kerr has become a cultural icon, admired for her authenticity, humility, and representation. As one of the few openly gay athletes in elite football, she has used her platform to advocate for inclusivity and acceptance in sport, inspiring countless fans around the world. Her relationship with American footballer Christy Mewis has drawn widespread attention and admiration, highlighting the increasing visibility